The Ikigai Power Bowl, the ultimate health span boosting dish. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. So what is the Ikigai Power Bowl? It is a health span boosting super dish. It is muscle boosting, bone boosting, heart boosting, gut boosting, and brain boosting. Now, when I say health span, increasing health span, it means we need to think about two things. One is disease prevention, the other is injury prevention. To prevent injuries, we need to have a muscle strength. We need to boost our muscles, and also we need to strengthen our bones too. We need to protect ourselves from falling. And in case if we fall, if we have a stronger bones, we are less likely to injure our legs and so on. Therefore, both muscles and bones are critical to increase our health span. And this is both muscle boosting and bone boosting. And how about disease prevention? Now, many of the diseases are heart related. So heart boosting is important. Plus, gut boosting, because gut is the core of our health. The gut is responsible for immune function and many other aspects of our health. By boosting your gut, you can increase your health span tremendously. And finally, brain boosting because of dementia. Disease include dementia, and we need to protect ourselves from catching dementia. And the incredible thing about this dish is they are all in one bowl. So it's very convenient. Because usually in Washoku culture, we have a ichiju sansai. That means one bowl, one soup, and then three side dishes. So we have many dishes. But sometimes, if you have many dishes, you cannot carry them anywhere. You have to eat in the dining room. But if it's only one bowl, then you can carry it to the living room, to your study, or even to your yard. So you can have lunch or breakfast wherever you like. And in a busy life, sometimes you need that kind of flexibility. If you want to find a dish like that, please watch the video until the end. Those of you who just discovered this video, this is the Ikigai Diet channel, which is health and longevity channel. We usually cover things like diet, exercise, mindset, and sometimes we cover Japanese blue zones because there are several blue zones in Japan other than Okinawa. And we cover from traditional Japanese health method to modern Japanese health trends such as sauna. So basically, this is the channel about how to increase health span, especially for people over 50 or 60. So if you're interested, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Now, do you know donburi? Have you ever heard of donburi? Donburi means a big bowl in Japan. And usually we eat rice in a small bowl like that. And donburi is about twice as big as regular bowl. And then donburi dishes are very popular. We have many different kinds of donburi. And usually we say something don. The most popular one is gyudon, which is a beef bowl. So gyu means beef, and then don is donburi. So gyudon. And also we have katsudon. Katsu is a pork cutlet. And then oyakodon, which is chicken and egg donburi. And tendon, which is a tempura donburi. So tempura on top of rice. So today, I would like to present Ikigai Don. That is the Ikigai Power Bowl. Now, this is incredible because it has natto, jako or baby sardines, raw egg, nori, carrots, onions, broccoli, shiitake mushroom, ginger, negi, and brown rice or fermented brown rice. Okay, let's break down each ingredient. You know about natto, right? I talk about natto all the time. But in case you don't know, just let's go through the basic health benefits of natto. So natto is high in protein and high in vitamin K2, which support your bone health, and nattokinase, which is good for your blood circulation and heart health in general, and natto bacteria, which is fantastic for your gut because it's a great probiotic, and spermidine, which can activate autophagy. Do you know autophagy? A cellular recycling mechanism. And charcoal contains high amount of calcium, even more than regular fish, because you eat the entire fish, so including bones. Therefore, it's high in calcium and then high in vitamin D, which can support the absorption of calcium and protein, of course, and then iron and magnesium, which can also support the absorption of calcium. And raw egg is considered to be a complete nutritional food. Only thing the egg doesn't have is vitamin C and fiber. But if you have nori, it's high in vitamin C and high in fiber. So combining nori and egg, it becomes the complete nutritional food. And nori has magnesium too. And then you have a broccoli, which is also high in vitamin C and fiber, and sulforaphane, which can activate autophagy as well. So both spermidine from natto and sulforaphane from broccoli can activate autophagy, the cellular recycling mechanism. And carrots contain beta carotene, which is good for cancer prevention and can boost your immune function. And also, it is good for your eyes. And carrot also contains lutein, which is also good for your eyes. And onions has high amount of oligosaccharides. Now, fiber is good for your gut health, but so is oligosaccharides. In fact, both fiber and oligosaccharides are prebiotics. They becomes food for beneficial bacteria in your gut. And shiitake mushrooms contain vitamin D and fiber and spermidine, which can activate autophagy, and lentinan, which is good for cancer prevention. Ginger, ginger has gingerol, which has many health benefits, including it's good for the brain, it's fight infection, and it's good for blood circulation. And then negi has allicin, which onion and I think ginger contain allicin too. But great thing about negi is in this particular dish. So I steam onions and ginger. I steam both onions and ginger, but negi, I put them raw. And raw allicin can support the absorption of vitamin B1 in natto. So natto contains vitamin B1, and allicin can support absorption. But if you heat it, it doesn't have that function. So only when you eat it raw. Therefore, by putting raw negi into this dish, it helps. And vitamin B1 is critical for butyrate producing bacteria. It's supposed to increase butyrate producing bacteria. And this bacteria is considered to be a longevity bacteria because it was discovered abundant in the gut of Japanese centenarians in Kyotango region. Kyotango has 3 times as many centenarians as the national average. So now butyrate producing bacteria is in spotlight as longevity bacteria. And so to increase butyrate producing bacteria, you need a specific food, and that is highly fermentable fiber. And especially grain, whole grains such as brown rice, barley, oats. Those are good for butyrate producing bacteria. And this fermented brown rice contains brown rice and barley and azuki beans too. But you don't need to ferment brown rice. You can just have brown rice. So you cook brown rice with barley and azuki beans, and that is also okay. On top of that, for seasoning, we have olive oil, sesame seeds, and soy sauce. I won't go into nutritional details of those ingredients, but you are familiar with olive oil, right? So as you can see, this dish just contains so many ingredients with full of health benefits. Now, I talked about Mago wa Yasashi Koku, which is the basic guideline in the Ikigai diet. You want to consume as many different kinds of Mago wa Yasashi Koku as possible. And they are beans, nuts and seeds, seaweeds, vegetables, fish, mushrooms, tubers, whole grains, and fruit. Now, this Ikigai Don contains beans, nuts and seeds, seaweeds, vegetables, fish, mushrooms, whole grains. And if you like, you can put some tubers too. If you put hororo, which is a grated yamaimo, grated taro, then you can add tubers, or you can maybe, cut sweet potatoes and include it with, onion, carrots, broccoli, vegetable mixture. Now, some of you may be wondering, combining natto and raw egg may not be good, because I did say so before. By combining raw egg and natto, avidin in the egg white can distract the absorption of biotin in natto. But you don't need to worry about it too much, because biotin is in many other ingredients. So by losing it in natto, it doesn't really affect so much, because biotin is something that we are hardly deficient. So you don't need to worry about it, because if you, for example, have this Ikigai Don for breakfast, if you eat other ingredients for lunch and dinner, then you have plenty of biotin. Also, you may be wondering, putting natto on top of hot rice isn't a good idea because it can destroy nattokinase. Again, you don't need to worry about it too much, because whether it has a lot of liquid or not affect this. If you have a lot of liquid, it can destroy nattokinase, but in this case, it's not in a soup or anything, so it doesn't affect that much. Plus, unless you heat nattokinase in a 65 degrees centigrade temperature for 1 hour, it doesn't destroy all of it. So putting it on top of rice just for a short time doesn't affect that much. Plus, it's natto, not nattokinase. So natto has many other things around nattokinase, such as protein. So it doesn't have the same effect. So the bottom line, you don't need to worry about that. You can enjoy this Ikigai Don as a plenty of health benefit. You want to have it in a regular basis. Now, for the details about diet itself, because I talked about Mago Yasashi Koku and things too, please read the chapter 3, The Ideal Diet to Increase Health Span, in my book, Live Wiser, Not Smarter. The book contains information not only about the diet, but also fasting, exercise, heat and cold exposure, sleep, and brain optimization. It is a book to increase your health span. So if you're interested in boosting health span, please read Live Wiser and Not Smarter. Thank you. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya, the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel, and please leave your comment. What is your Powerball? Have you come up with your own unique Powerball? Please share it in the comment section below. Thank you. Well, I will see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!